Hi friends, before leaving these synchronous counters, let us look at one more important counter, which is a down counter. So instead of counting upwards, many times we need to count downwards. That means you start with some count and keep counting downwards, and when it becomes zero, something should happen. So let us 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So something like that. Yeah, when you need such a counter, so we talk about modulo m down counter, then it starts from m minus 1 instead of 0. So m minus 1, m minus 2, m minus 3, and then 3, 2, 1, 0. After 0, back to m minus 1, and this continues. So in our mod 8 counter, it is 76543210, 76543210, and so on. Okay, how to get this? So can we use our earlier model to get this output? Okay, let me try. What would happen if I try to look at A bar, B bar, C bar, for which this is our down count we wanted. So this is 111, so we get 000. This is 110, that is 001. 101, that is 010. 100, that is 011. This is 100. This is 101. This is 110. This is 111. And after that, this is getting back to 111. So this will get back to 000. Anything familiar? Yeah, of course. This is our mod 8 counter we just defined earlier. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, great. So, how can it be done? Yes, of course. So, whatever is the counter you have defined, mod 8 counter you have defined. Yes, mod 8 counter you have defined. Instead of reading A, B, C, why not read A bar, B bar, and C bar? So this says 000, then this says 111, this says 001, this says 110, this says 010, this says 101, this says 011, this says 100. Yeah, it's going, if this is going up, this is going down. Sure. So if ABC is going up, if ABC is going up, then A bar, B bar, C bar is going down. 000 001 010 011. So that way, if you look at, if ABC is going upwards, then A bar, B bar, C bar, it started from 76543210, 76543210. Yes, that's it. So we can simply take Q bar output and in can create a down counter. Yes, there is a warning. This simple strategy is possible only when you are using full counts. Instead, if you are talking about mod 5 counter 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to 0, then what you get is the complement of 0 is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and then back. No, this is not we wanted. We wanted 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and so on. Yeah, how this can be done. So if you just create a up counter which starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then take its complement, then you are getting say 76543 76543 76543 instead of 43210 43210 43210. So what should be done? Yes, of course. Don't create this. You create this. You create 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and do this 76543 76543 76543. You create this and take its complement, then it says 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. So instead of creating this loop, you create the reverse loop. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how can it be done? Yes, of course, use preset operation. Use preset operation that whenever you reach a 7, whenever you reach a 7, don't allow it to go to 0, make it go to 3. Make it go to 3 through preset. So 3 means 0, 1, 1. Only B and C should be preset and A should be cleared. So A clear A, B and C preset for this combination. Whenever it becomes 7, do this. So it comes to 3. Then after 3, definitely goes to 4, 5, 6, 7. When it comes to 7, then shift to 3, and this way you do it. And its complement will be 43210 43210. That's simple. I'm just giving an idea about how it can be done. So sky is the limit for thinking what all are possible in this case. But yes, we have a very serious problem with asynchronous counters where the number of flip flops is more. That means if the count value is large, then definitely because of the delays, the first flip flop and last flip flop updations may not be in the same clock. Therefore, you may not get the same, uh, what you say, results. It is something like if you are getting data every say hour, if you are getting data every hour and you want say 30 data, if you want 30 data, then what would happen is first 24 data you get from one day and other 6 data you get from the next day. So if all 30 data you are trying to use as if they all belong to one day, then yes, there is something wrong. You want 30 data, and if you want all of them to be on the same day, then make sure to reduce your clock speed. Instead of finding data every hour, reduce it to some smaller value so that in 24 hours you could get 30 readings. So that's something we are talking about. That's what is the problem. So instead of doing this way, if you could take all 30 readings at the same time, yeah, definitely whatever be the clock speed, you are going to get the correct data, correct information for all the 30 points. So it is something like 30 points are there. One person is going to visit and collect the data, and if it is going to take 1 hour to move from one point to other point, then what happens is to collect 30 data, the person has to spend 30 hours time, and definitely he will not. you cannot say that all 30 data are of same day, because by the time 30th data has taken, the first data is in some other day. Therefore date will not have any meaning there. So that's something to do with our delay and the clock speed and all that. But if you can make all measurements done at the same time, that means you have some 30 people to collect 30 different position readings, then all of them can be synchronized and make to collect reading at the same time. Then it doesn't matter how many readings you collect in a day. Done. So that's the drawback of asynchronous circuit, and this drawback can be uh, avoided if we go for something called synchronous circuit, where all the flip-flops are driven synchronously, all the clocks are driven synchronously. And how, that's the thing we need to look in our coming sessions. So till then, take care, see you, bye.